What's going on, YouTube? Zach is back, bringing you another Pokemon Unite replay commentary. The last video that I did on Hoopa did so well that I thought I'd do another Hoopa replay, so here's one that I recorded from last season when I was Legend Rank. This is a really fun game. We had a lot of momentum early on throughout the game, and Hoopa really makes use of teams that do that very, very well. And you can sort of see it this game. There's a lot of good ults, a lot of good team play. I'm excited. I'm glad you're here. Make sure you drop a like. Let me know in the comments what you like about the video. And follow me on Twitch. Subscribe for more stuff like this. I appreciate you guys. Anyway, looking at team preview, our team has 2 helpers. Theirs only has 1. So our lanes are expected to be better on average. On top of that, we have a bit more of a balanced comp. They have 2 attackers, 2 all-rounders. We have like 2 all-rounders, but one of them is more of a speedster. And we have a really good attacker. So our lineup's more able to make use of team play better in general, and our fights are going to be easier for us than them on average for those factors alone. We will be laning top with Piplup. That is perfectly fine. Piplup likes having a good lane partner, and Hoopa is a very strong lane partner, getting not having to evolve first of all, and second of all, getting his move at 4. Both means that Hoopa is very good early on. And of course, the fact that I'm running Muscle Band really helps too, so I know I can give this guy a good lane always, so my goal is just to secure farm. Unfortunately, Slowbro is very difficult to secure against, but with this guy over here, we can start fighting him and punish him for trying to stack. Not able to get the KO, but nonetheless, hitting him that our back is pretty useful. We can steal one of his berries while we're at it. My guy can take that just to heal up. Yep, and we're just ZPSing things down. We're just playing efficiently and getting contested farm. This is how you win lanes with a weak lane partner. And any starter Pokemon, I will say I consider a weak lane partner. Not that they're like bad Pokemon as they scale, but they're definitely not at their best in their first 4 levels, right? That's the idea, is you get to level 5 and 7, and then you're strong, and then you get your ult, and then you're really strong. So right now he's not really strong, so my job for him is just to make sure he can get levels and become strong. And what that means is just getting as much of the contested farm as we possibly can. Then once he has moves, we can start playing more aggressively. I have tricks, so I decided to start playing a little more aggressively already. Just knowing that I can constantly zone with Muscle Band is really nice. And you can see how even though they're able to push onto our pad, and even though he's not even evolved yet, we're still able to keep them at bay. And keep them pretty low, honestly. And because we got the contested once again, thank you, attack on me. He's evolved, and now we're able to focus in on the Slowbro a bit more. Even though, again, we don't get the KO, you can see how we're already winning in these trades. It means that once we have a little more momentum, we can finally start KOing them. It's sort of how you want to play lane with a 3-stage Pokemon, right? It's like, now I know that once he gets 7, we can start killing them, and that's really important. That said, I would like to look at Drago or something else. We're sort of playing passively right now. But if they're going to start scoring, then this gives us a chance to start fighting too. Either way, I just want to fight them because we're strong right now. Yep, and sure enough, we get the first KO in this lane. And keep in mind, this whole time, we haven't lost any lives either. It's just their Slowbro that died right now for the first time. Which really says a lot about how we're playing. I really wish my guy would be here doing this contest with me. I don't think it's smart to do the other thing. We're showing up a little late, so unfortunately they're getting a lot of that too. We could have evolved maybe, but it's fine. Still just going to keep playing the same way we were before. Of course, if I have a Cerulege here now, then I'm definitely going to be playing with him. Yeah, here I'm just going to switch target priority, and I believe at this point, yeah, I was going to say I start helping the Cerulege out. This is why I like Hoopa as well. On teams like this, he's very good with both your all-rounders. Vaporeon doesn't mind the speed boost and shield, and even Zapdos can get some use out of the extra attack range that you get from it. Since it's a ranged Pokemon anyway, it's going to be in range where you can be attacking people. It's really meaningful. Getting those extra attacks off really makes the Muscle Band worth it, you know? Here we have the damage to just secure that guy down. No sweat. Yep, and with the enemy team gone, we easily get the objective and can begin making our way bottom. A Along the way, of course, there's this Regidrago, right? And usually I don't like stopping for this, but these days, I found that the XP advantage you can get if you just clear it with 2 people quickly is really huge. And they got bottom anyway, so it's not like we weren't, like, there when we should have been. If anything, we should have stayed top to defend. But farming our way back means that we have enough XP for ult when we need it. Of course, this guy does too, but that's not going to mean much when we're 4 people on him. And then this is a really good opportunity to start pushing their pads. We have a lot of points to score, and even if we can't break their pad, we can set it low. He has a Regidrago buff as well, so I want him to be able to score. You can see how the constant zoning pressure of a balanced team is much harder to deal with than what they're doing. It's like the lack of balance on their side means that they're way more reliant on getting random pickoffs, which is really difficult against a team with a tight core like this. It's why I always stress the importance of balanced teams whenever I'm picking and on my stream and on my videos, you know? It really does help. And it's why knowing how to play different Pokemon really helps you too. If you know how to play a lot of different Pokemon, then it means that if your team is picking a bunch of attackers, then you can be the guy that says, oh, okay, well, I'll pick a defender that works well with these attackers, or a supporter that's really good against their team, you know? Like, if they have a bunch of healers, I'll pick Latios, you know? Something like that. Nonetheless, we are moving top here now, getting ready for the next objective, pushing them off of our pad. Yeah, and their momentum is completely run out. At this point, I'm just playing with the team, so if they want to go bottom, I'm thinking, okay, we can go bottom. But if they want to go back top, okay, I'm going back top. We have a Cerulege doing bottom, and he can rip that pretty quickly on his own, so I don't mind going back top with these guys. I think getting these is really valuable because it's denying it from the enemy team, and it's really good farm just in general. So I'm going to stay for the full thing. And here I go for a score in their base, which is maybe a little risky, but, you know, easily able to back off afterward. Fight going bottom is a little rough, and me not being there sooner is maybe problematic. With my ult, I'm able to help as soon as I do arrive by A, giving a platform for anyone that respawns to join in the fight, and B, throwing out my long-range abilities as soon as I arrive. You can see the momentum gain from the Hoopa ult really helps in defenses in situations like that. Even if you're a little late to an engagement, throwing it out just for the moves that you get and for the teleport in effect is really nice, even if it just gets one Pokemon. All we did was get Empoleon in there and throw out a couple of strong moves, but that's all we needed to do to win that team fight. At this point, I'm not really thinking about scoring. I'm more so just trying to travel through the jungle and steal farm that we can along the way. Yep, this guy's on the same page with me, which is really nice. Something nice you can do with this Pokemon is if you know you're going to throw a Shadow Ball soon, you can save a boosted attack, and then right after you Shadow Ball them and they have the effect, you can boosted them to immediately stun them. It's a pretty useful ability. And again, it's another reason to run Muscle Band, just setting up stuff like that easier. Again, as soon as our right core is formed, we're able to protect our weak attacker and make sure they can't get any kills off of us. Since I have a healer, I'm just going to stay. I don't really want to leave my team behind, and I don't want to die. And I don't want them to die without me, so this is fine. I'm almost full anyway. There, we saw these Resonant Guard triggers, so I knew there was someone in the bush. He immediately grew out to grab the Zapdos as soon as he was revealed. Here I'm playing back, considering using ult for momentum. Yep, here we go. Ooh, the slow roll here is big. But at first we're able to keep holding them off. And then just like that, all they have left is Inteleon. At this point, even if we can't do Radon, it's fine, because they really need it. We don't need it at all at this point. And you can see how in all these team fights our team is working so well together. It's again, just goes to show how important balanced teams are, and also like thinking about how you want to play your Pokemon. Like in a game like this, I'm playing Hoopa in a very specific way, right? I'm enabling people that I can, and I'm adding damage, and I'm finishing people off where I need to. And just disabling and being annoying. And knowing your role and how it applies with your teammates really helps you in being able to do your job properly and help them do theirs properly. And then poof, just like that, it's a nice and easy W. And yeah, that was a really fun Hoopa match, if I do say so myself. Yeah, you can see how I don't know if you saw, I had 67,000 damage on Hoopa, which is a lot for support in my opinion. Not trying to brag on myself or anything, but you know, I think the game went well. I think their team generally struggled, but that is it for this one. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate you. Be sure to check out my Twitch channel in the description. Subscribe for more videos like this, and yeah, I think that's it. Peace out, y'all.